Let's just look at what is happening in fast-moving consumer goods in the retail industry. So today we're going to be looking at private label. So for those who don't know what is a private label, so it's a business model where a retail brand leverage the supply chain and production capacity of a third-party manufacturer to produce its own exclusive product. So generally they'll be buying rice, for example, from the manufacturer of rice, but they will not use their brand name. So they will buy rice, they'll package the rice, and then they will label Woolworths if it's Woolworths. And if it's Checkers, they will go buy from one manufacturer that they know and they trust that they're producing good rice, and then they label it Checkers. So generally, that's what is a private labeling. So it went the well-known company that sells in the retail industry buy stock from the manufacturer and label it, right? So that generally summarize what is the topic for today. And then let us see what is happening in South African industry. Then we will wrap up by summarizing what is in this article. If you can read, private label generated sales over 98 billion in 2024. It's South Africa's largest retail rapidly grow their offering to drive down cost and provide enhanced quality. It showed that private labels grew sales value in South Africa by 7.5% in 2024 and accounted around 18% of total fast-moving consumer goods, loosely termed FMCG sales value for the year. According to the report, 4 in 10, that is 39% South African response, are likely to purchase more private label products than before. Retailers typically offers greater value for money through their private label products as they control more of the supply chain and can drive down the cost. Some retailers also offers products with enhanced quality through their private labels, improving their margin and giving them more room to pass on cost increase to consumers. Then what is driving the private label growth in South Africa? We've seen above that there is a growth in the private label sector. So we want to know what is the drive or what is the main driver. So Nelson's report showed that consumer perceptions of private label products and their quality has significantly improved, while global brand also see stronger performance. South African consumers have a positive perception of the value of money and the quality offered by private label brands. On the other hand, retailers have also pushed the idea that private labels products are of high quality, making them status symbols amongst consumers. However, consumers are still divided as to whether they're willing to pay more for private labels products compared to the name brand alternatives. Nelson's data showed that 2/3 of South African consumers trust private label brand as they are endorsed by the retailers, and 45% say store brand products are of higher or equal quality than name brands. Just to then summarize what is happening here, there seems to be a growth in the private label sale in South Africa. And then also the growth is driven by the retailers marketing the private labels. So it's to consumers to buy more of the private label. And we've seen 98 billion of the sale in the retail industry is on the private level, right? So what obviously is the reason that there is a growth? It's because it believe that the millennial, they believe, and Gen Z, they believe that they are the best in terms of when compared with the old brand. And also, when you look at Gen Zs, we have to consider that because they're new in the market, they have no brand loyalty. They're not gonna say Auntie Kilo Run, it's the best rice compared to Woolworths private label rice. So it gives them an opportunity to explore the private labels and obviously enhance the sales. That is why that we then see that private label is indeed growing as compared to your old well-known brand, because Gen Zs, as I've said, they want to explore. And also, we can see that the retailers, they have capacity to reduce even the sales price compared to your well-known brand. Because, for example, if they go to the small, if they can go to the small farm and they say that this is the money we're willing to pay you for this for this kg of rice, it's easy for them to get it at a lower price than for those that are selling as the main revenue generator of that product. Thank you so much for listening to my YouTube channel. Can you please love, like, share, and subscribe to my channel? Thank you. Bye.